Guess who has another stupid idea to do with Trailmakers? ScrapMan. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Trailmakers, and today we're gonna be doing something that probably isn't gonna turn out very well for us, but that seems to be kind of the point, isn't it? Things get boring when they just work out the way you expect them all the time. So the idea is, I'm gonna take a car, and I'm gonna take the anchor blocks, and I'm gonna make some type of deployable anchor on the car, so that when we're driving at full speed, we can just anchor ourselves into the ground at a moment's notice and become suddenly stationary, which is not good for your health in real life. But in Trailmakers, it's probably still not going to be good for our health, but at least we won't die. And that's the beauty of video games. You get to try very dangerous things with very little risk to your personal well-being. Okay, so I'm going to scroll through my history here and see if I can find a suitable car for this particular idea. Okay, you know what I'm realizing? I don't just have a normal car. I've never built just a normal car-looking car for the sake of being a car. Anytime I build something, it's to do something stupid or ridiculous or just something not normal. This isn't normal. So I think it's about time. I'm just gonna build a car and it's just gonna look like a car. And then this is gonna be a car that we can use in future experiments that needs a car, okay? All right, guys, I'm gonna need your help here. I'm gonna need you to wish me luck because I have to build something normal. So if you could just hit the like button to show your support, that would be great. All right, here we go. Normal car. Please don't turn out to be terrible. Let's do this. I spend way more time on just the car than I ever expected to, and I think it's okay. I wanted it to be a bigger car. A smaller car would be a lot easier to go faster, but I want it to be a bigger car because when it comes to crazy ideas that require a car to build with, a bigger car just gives us more space to build off of, and it gives us a bigger scale to work with. So if I'm gonna be making a chain and attaching an anchor to this thing, a small car probably wouldn't even be able to carry what I'm about to put on this, but a big car is gonna have a lot more to deal with. So I have this thing hooked up so that when I brake, you see the brake lights come on, and then when I go in reverse, you see the reverse lights come on. Other than that, I have the headlights just default using the glowing blocks. I got an engine in the front sticking up just for aesthetics. It's filled with engines underneath, and it handles pretty well. I had to use 3 sets of suspension on each tire just because it's so heavy with all these engines in here, and I tried to keep it relatively aerodynamic so that it cuts through the air as we're driving and less resistance so we can get more speed out of it, and it reaches almost 200 kilometers an hour on a straightaway, around like 190. So I finally have a car that is just a car. So let's go ahead and save this thing. And now whenever I need a car, this thing will not do anything weird when I spawn it in. But now it is time to actually make it do some weird stuff. So this is when things are gonna start causing trouble, most likely. So the plan is I'm going to use a detachable block. And right there, I'm already setting myself up for failure because detachable blocks love to be difficult. So there's a few things that needs to happen. Oh, I am going to mess with the game so bad with this. I'm just realizing, like, the ideas that I have in my head, I think I'm gonna confuse the game. Because here's what I want to do. And just imagine the game listening to this right now, because the game has to process what I'm about to tell it. I want to use a detachable block to keep the end of the chain attached to me. And then I'm going to build a chain off of this detachable block. And then I'm going to have the end of it, the anchor part, also be on a detachable block so I can just attach that piece, but still have the rest of it attached to me. And then when I want to, I can detach the entire chain to release myself from the ground. Because what I kind of want to do at some point is drive off of a cliff, and then right before I leave the cliff, attach the anchor block so I then swing down back towards the cliff, and then I want to just release and let myself fall, kind of like a Spider-Man car. But I think having 2 different detachable blocks on a single part that is attached to a car is going to confuse the game. Okay, so let's start building this thing, and here's the first challenge, is building the chain, because we have to carry this chain with us, and we need to have it have some distance. And unfortunately, these trailer hinges, I can only attach them straight onto each other. So if I want this chain to be all bundled up, I gotta put some, like, right angles into this, which is just gonna be kind of awkward, but we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna do a test with what I have so far. I have one part of the chain built, and I just wanna see. That's not so bad. I want it to be a little bit longer. The right angles kind of straighten out a little bit, but I think we could definitely have this thing be longer. Okay, this is just getting weird, and I'm approaching the build limit, so hopefully we won't need to do too much more with this, but let's see if this chain even works. Oh, this is gonna get laggy. Oh, this is gonna get so laggy. I haven't even added the second detachable block yet, and I think that's where all of this is just gonna start glitching things once we add the second detachable block. But this chain is gone. This is not gonna turn out well, guys. This is not good. I think the second detachable block is where everything is gonna just go downhill. All right, guys. So this might work. The tough part is carrying the chain, and I can't even carry the chain before I release it. Oh no, this is bad. When I press space, we should release it. We have the anchor right there, the spiky bit right there. It should anchor to the ground when I press space. The problem is the rest of the chain is just kind of falling off to the side. All right, here we go. That wasn't how this was supposed to go. You can see up in the front there, I have this hook. That was supposed to prevent it from just falling off when I went. And it does an okay job for part of the chain, but not for all of it. All right, here we go, and release. Is it attached to me? Are the anchor blocks attached to me right now? Is that happening? Are you kidding me? Okay, well, we need to, the easy solution, I hope, easy solution is move this out by one trailer hinge like that, and I'll just add another detachable block because there's no way that could go wrong. All right, now let's see what happens. And detach. Oh, no, I know what's happening. The issue is I'm not going to be able to detach this from two separate points like I wanted to. I had this issue with my trebuchet. I have to completely detach it from my creation in order for it to think it is actually detached. Because if I just attached one part of it here, it actually thinks it's still attached to me because it is. So it doesn't let the other end loose. So we need to hold this, and we need to hold the anchor. That's what needs to happen. Okay, I think I got this. We're gonna use the pipe pieces here. Okay, I think I got this. We just use the pipe pieces just like this, and we build just like a pipe cradle around this trailer hinge here, and this should be the solution to all of our problems, and everything will work 100% as intended with no glitches or accidents. So this holds the anchor, and then what we're releasing is the holder, not the anchor itself, and the anchor is still attached. And that means we can put our detachable block back over here just as intended, and we can detach the entire anchor as a unit after we release this part. Everything's coming together now. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. The holder works. Now will the release work? In 3, 2, 1, release. I didn't anticipate. I don't know why. I thought that the anchor itself would be indestructible. I did not think about the fact that the anchor could just break when it hits the ground. But that was only one attempt. We can still try again. You know what? Here, let's do a easy. We'll go easy on it. We'll let it hit the ground just like that, and then we drive away. And oh my goodness. Well, look at that. It's working as intended. The problem is having it continue to work as intended mid-drive without braking. Oh man, this is just, oh no. The anchor is not gonna hold itself together. All right, let's go like 50. Yeah, we'll just go at a nice low speed. What is happening back here? Wait, what? Oh, I just realized. I made a mistake with my exhaust. I attached my exhaust to a piece that is on the suspension. So my exhaust goes up with the suspension. That was dumb. All right, here we go now. We're gonna go like less than 100, and now we're gonna release. Oh, you know what? I need to say make scrap. When I release this, we make scrap, so it's not gonna be in the way. And release. This may have been a bad idea. This may not have been the greatest idea. It's not the strongest chain in the world, it seems. So it seems like, oh, what? It seems like as soon as it hits the ground, it just explodes. Can we have this not happen? That was a different result. It seems like, what? Oh no, this is just... All right, so let's see here. Let me drop it. It's on the ground now. We're gonna slowly ravel it out. Oh, and then it just glitches out and disappears. But if I press control, then I can just release the rest of it. So that's at least a thing that can happen. Whoa! Every single time I try it, like something different happens. Okay, so I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna modify the chain. We're going to make it a little less trailer hingy and a little bit, hopefully, more stable. All right, chain has been modified. Let's see if this makes any difference. So far, it's not looking good. I wish there was like an indestructible mode where you could choose something to be like indestructible. Like I want all these parts of the chain to just not get destroyed. Is there a way to make this less likely to just fall apart? All right, I'm gonna do an experiment here, and I'm just gonna use less anchors. I'm just gonna use a single anchor. Maybe like having a bunch of anchors is making it just worse off. All right, but can we attach ourselves? Oh, look at that. There we go. Ooh, Nope. Nope, it just is not like sudden tension. I mean, to be fair, if you're using an actual chain on a car and then you just immediately fastened it to the ground while you were driving, it would probably destroy the car and the chain in real life. But you know what? As far as the build goes, it does functionally what it was intended to do, as in it releases a chain, it attaches to the ground, and then that's really as much as we can ask it to do, and then the stability of it is just, we don't really have much more control over that. Oh, there we go. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to try to take my initial end plan, which was jumping off of a cliff and deploying the chain right before I do that. And we're just gonna do it on, we're gonna cater it to its needs. We're gonna go a little bit slower and see if we can just lower ourselves or like drive off the cliff and then hang there for a little bit. And then we can just release the chain as a whole and continue on our way. So let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. I think this is a suitable cliff, like right over here. How about this? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this off. All right, it looks like it's on the ground. And now, oh, it's not even letting me, come on, let me go, there we go. No, I needed you. Why have you forsaken me? All right, grab on, no anchor, no. Why do I do these ideas? Where do I come up with these? There we go. All right, please unravel. Yes, yes, this is looking good. This is looking good. I just want to hang off of the cliff. I don't even know what the significance of this challenge here is. All right, look at this. Look at this. It's kind of working as intended. Can I back up the cliff? Nope. Well, this is something. I don't know what it is. It just, I had such grander ideas, and the chain's just not gonna let me do them. All right, so now I can release, and I just come back down like that. Okay. All right, so that was a small initial success. Now I have a bigger idea. I'm gonna attach myself to this road here, and then I'm just gonna drive off and see if it can catch me. I know it's gonna break, but I just wanna see it happen, so let's see. All right. I just need the, it just doesn't, it doesn't fall all the way down to the ground all the time. All right, come on, anchor, grab onto the ground. Grab onto the ground, please. Grab onto the, please grab, now would be a great time to grab onto the, did it work? Oh, no, no, no. Oh, that was almost it. Okay, here we go. Yes, it grabbed onto the ground. And it's unraveling. We have the best of both worlds. Hold on to me, please. This is not gonna go out for full production for the consumer. We have some safety issues working through right now. Some more testing, safety tests are needed. So I'm sorry, but if you were hoping to have your cars that can drive off of elevated roads like this without falling down to the ground thanks to a safety chain, you're gonna have to wait. Oh, no. We almost had it. Please. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. It feels like it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but then it just really is. It's a pretty big deal. Hold on, hold on. Oh, that was like, it actually had some resistance that time instead of just breaking right off. Oh, hold on. Oh, all right. I have one final thing that's coming to mind to try to save this idea, and that is to create something like this, but using mostly pistons instead, because I feel like pistons are more resistant to tension and force when it comes to braking. All right, so what I've done is I replaced all of the rods I had in there with pistons now. So I feel like pistons are stronger against like tension forces. My wheel just fell off. So maybe this was a bad idea, but here we go. We're anchored to the ground. Let's see if we can actually fall off of this and stay on at the same time. Okay, this isn't, hold on. I need to actually get off of the thing. There we go. Ooh. Ah, man. I couldn't see what was going on. I don't know if this is actually any better or not. All right, well, we are attached to the ground. You can see I'm fighting against it right now. No, it really does want to break under tension. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is like the best we've had yet. We're actually hanging off. I mean, we're not completely separated from it, unfortunately. But wait, hold on. I don't know what the default... Oh. Oh, interesting. I didn't... Oh, okay, there it goes. It's gone now. I still have my pistons set to W and S. I didn't realize that. What if I set the piston... I'm going to set the pistons all to their own controls. And then before I release the chain, I'm going to contract the chain so it's shorter. And then I'm going to lower myself off of the edge. All right, there we go. All right, now I'm going to retract the chain as I go and try to drive off. Yes, this might work. This might work, guys. And then I extend the chain. Extend the chain. This is kind of it here. I wish it was like just that one little section is caught, and you can see that there's more give to the chain. We could go lower, but this kind of worked. And then I can try to retract myself back up until it breaks, and then I fall down to the ground to my eventual death. All right, so yeah, as you can see, this is a product that is going to revolutionize the safety industry for cars because, you know, driving off of cliffs is a real up-and-coming issue nowadays in the automotive industry, and I just wanted to do my part to help save lives. And I'm just going to make a couple more tweaks to this thing before it rolls out for official production, and you might have your own safety chain in your upcoming Tesla off-roadster. But in all seriousness, I know that this was an absolutely terrible idea, as you can see. And I just wanted to see what happened if we tried it, and this is the result. It does not work. If anyone could come up with a better and more reliable way to have a chain anchor your car to the ground and not break, let me know. And that'd be fascinating to actually see it work the way that I thought it was going to work initially. If not, maybe you have some other ideas that you'd like to see me try on the channel. Leave those down in the comments below. If you want to see more crazy Trailmaker stuff like this, then you're going to want to check out this playlist right here. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.